Hey everybody, it's Elise. It's day 23 of the Instant Impact Challenge, and today's challenge for you will take no more time out of your day than you would normally spend doing what you do, but it's instead going to just ask you and require you to try to be in a different state than you might be while you're normally going about your day. And so today what I want to invite you to do is to actually listen when people are talking to you. And I don't know about you, but I certainly, and probably you too, have had numerous experiences, even recently, where you're talking to somebody and you're excited about what you're trying to say, but you can tell that they're just like, they're not there. They're detached. They're not paying attention. Hey, Stephen, I'm glad you are here. Thank you for being present, my friend. But I think back to a call that I had last week with a prospect, and I do a lot of video calls for my sales calls. And so I was on a call with a prospect, and like the whole time, she's come to me saying she needs help, but the whole time we're on the call, she's just like, she's checking her phone, she's getting texts, she's looking around, and it just made me feel like I was the least important person on the earth. And needless to say, it didn't make me feel good. But then I turn around and I do that to other people, like more times than I care to admit. Like I remember even this week, I'm on the road this week. I'm in Nashville doing some client work. And so my husband, Jason, is back home. And so it's like the only way we really have to communicate. Well, we have plenty of ways we could communicate with technology today, but we're talking on the phone. And I was feeling really rushed to get a lot of stuff done. It was like late at night. I'd had a full day, like 9 hours with a client. And I was like, oh my God, I've got this whole to-do list of stuff I've got to get done. And I hadn't talked to him all day though. And he called me, and there's a lot of stuff that had happened in his day, and he was trying to tell me about it. And if I'm being honest, I was just like, I wasn't there. And here's the irony of it, was the challenge for that day, the Instant Impact Challenge for that day. It was early this week, some of you guys may remember, was to be present when you're talking to other people, say their name, look in their eyes. And I was like, oh my God, really, of all days for me to flub this one up. But we got off the phone and I realized, okay, I would not have been that distracted while I was talking to him if we were first dating. Like I would not have been that distracted if I was really focused on trying to make a good impression on him. And I mean, this applies to our married lives, our significant others. It applies to our work relationships. But I just want to encourage you and invite you today to join me in just really listening when you're talking to people today. Detaching from what you think you need to say next, detaching from what you're trying to get out of the conversation, but just listening and hearing what that other person needs and being available for it. And who knows where the conversation will go, but I think that, at least in my own life, things always go way better when I get out of the way. And so I want to invite you guys to do that with me today. Comment below if you have any good tips for like how to listen, how to be available when you're talking to people. I remember I heard once that if you try to really focus on the eye color of the person you're talking to, that helps you pay attention. And so that's just a little thing that you can do. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Like, what helps you listen? Who was somebody you were talking to recently who really made you feel heard, and how did they show you they were listening? And how are you going to apply this today for day 23 of the challenge? So I'm so glad that you guys are joining. And for anybody who's following along, like you can jump in today. You can start with day one. I've got videos for all these up on my YouTube channel. You can just search for Elise Archer on YouTube. But again, it's just the whole goal of this challenge is to show you and to show me that we don't have to do something massive every day for our life to have purpose and meaning and for us to give back. It can literally take 5 to 10 minutes a day to create a positive ripple effect for the people around us. So I want to say thank you for everybody who's participating and everybody who's sitting on the sidelines watching. Thank you just for being there. And I will be back tomorrow for day 24. I think you guys are awesome. And go listen today when you are talking to people. See you guys soon. Bye.